And secondly, when Egun Atiro Wale, Egun Atiro Jade is the case, let me literally interpret. When the masquerade on one leg rolls into the house, and the human on one leg rolls out of the house, we know it's the masquerade who entered that came out in person. So when all you do is to push rhetorics against your kind. In my language, they always say, that is, you don't, let me use another one that is simpler. That is, you deal with the outsider, then you come to deal with your own from within. Reggie, are you the mic to you?
Sorry, host, are you saying Akim is the more? Is that what you are saying?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I don't want to talk. I need to go back to work now. Anyway, let me just quickly say, first of all, it's interesting. You remember when somebody called me a closet bigot on this Twitter? You laughed. You know, I had to challenge you that why? What this laugh where you laugh? Is it a laughter of approval or a laughter of dismay? Till today, you never gave me answer. You know what you did? You went left and right to say, oh, you know, this guy is fighting for his own. You two, you are fighting for his own. This guy is my friend. You are my friend. Therefore, you know, you guys should just deal with yourself. And this is part of what we are talking about. It is not, and by the way, guys, this guy did not even say he's not supporting Obi again. Abi, I don't understand. So now, if somebody says he's not obedient again now.
Sorry. Before you go on, remember that we're not talking about him leaving the party or not leaving, because Comrade has established that conversation and you're about to build on it. So I will call it so that for the record, so that we understand each other and people understand.
So what are we talking about here? Is it not the guy we're talking about?
Number one, the fact is that we are talking about his reaction, his disposition, not what he has done today. What led to now is what we are talking about. We have given instances here of his rhetoric that led to...
I'm sorry, sir. Because when Chukube was speaking, he was simply talking about the fact that he was not supporting Obi anymore. You didn't correct him now, so...
Allow me to clarify, so that you understand what the space is all about. That's what I'm doing. It's not about the back and forth on...
I have to go. I have to resume work.
It's a man like you did not interject them. Are you saying
Alien, please mute your mic. Thank you. Grandmaster, please, before we come to you, let's... I'm just laughing at this, my brothers. Let's come to Anibijuwa. Anibijuwa, please go ahead.
Jago, did you drop Deji from this place?
No, he just said to us that because I wanted to clarify what the space is about, because before he began to take us on that left, he said he was going back to work.
You should have allowed him to just talk.
I didn't say, hold on. Maybe you are not getting it, guys. I didn't say he shouldn't talk. I am saying this is the conversation. Don't create an offshoot from the conversation. I am the author of the conversation, and I know the context of the conversation.
So it might be that he was trying to build his intro, and before
it's my brother. He's my brother. The leg he came in, I understand him very well. So don't worry. That's why I laughed. I need video. Please go ahead.
All right. Thank you, Jago. Thank you for the mic. Okay. My name is Jimmy Shuri, Anibijuwa for short. Okay. The topic, organic obedient movement, it is automated, purged, and exposed. Where nobody should come here and try to put down the obedient. Okay, the reason why are you to say my name when we are having this kind of conversation, so that those people that used to say that Obedient is a regional, or Labour Party is a regional party, Obedient is full of Igbo. I am Ọ̀tún Ifẹ̀, Òsì Ifẹ̀. Ìyá mi Ifẹ̀ ni, bàbá mi Ifẹ̀ ni. I will try to say that in English. My father, my mother is from Ife, okay, and Ife is the source, the origin of Yoruba in Yoruba land, okay. So, and then no matter I'm not an obedient or a Labour Party for being an obedient or a Labour Party. I am a die-hard Peter Obi supporter. Die-hard in the sense that he is competent, he is prudent, he has good pedigree, and he have good antecedent. And for that, until any one of them change, any of those quality changes, then I will no longer be Peter Obi supporter. Okay, so nobody should come here. You see, it is very difficult for me. Actually, I don't talk much. We go through my timeline. I don't talk much, but I've been in a state of conviction concerning Akintogate. It is neither here, it is neither there. If you connect the dot, it's as if it's working against the. That is just it. If it is on the state or the spaces now, or we are one-on-one together, okay, I think we're supposed to meet in Ife during last day, but I have work. That's the only time we have close affinity together like that. But if it's with me here now, I will tell him that Ojogate, Kojogate, Ofeshe Mejeji Jora won. It look like it. It look like it. It doesn't look like it. But at the same time, it looks like it. Connect the dot. How can you come before the social media and say that your family members are toxic, when the real toxic people, the toxic, the only time that I have engagement on this space was when I put a big Peter Obi banner at Oni Palace, and I posted it on this Twitter, and all manner of Elmaleni is an idiot, that is the only time I have an engagement. For just posting that I put a big banner of Peter Obi at Oni Palace. APC people. So I don't want to talk too much. Yes, I don't really see Agentogate working for APC. Neither do I see him being loyal to the movement again. Okay? But then, you see, there are some people that we have to be very careful of on this space. Okay? We need to be very, very, very careful of them. These people, they intentionally set up the rhetoric, the narrative, so that the obedience can be targeted. Okay? Okay? So, they do this deliberately. People like Letter to Jack, people like Jack the Builder, people like Tio, and the foundational non-entity, Nupe non-entity, or what is his name? They did this, they always do this deliberately. And they will do it in a cunning way, especially Letter to Jack. Letter to Jack. You have to be very careful of those guys. They intentionally, they are mercenary, set on motion to come and set up the tones of rhetoric. Okay, you already know that Omoye, what's the name of this guy? Dipo, that is their work. But you see, these people that I mentioned, they are intentionally doing that. You see, the way foundational non-entity is doing all this day, he will purposely go and tackle one obedience, he will talk about them, he will as of today or yesterday, he quoted, even that one is not even saying he's an obedient. Kalu. I started, say you get what I'm trying to say. So, for me and my household, we are obedient. Not only me. There are a lot of foot soldiers. A lot. I said this on a speech that I spoke last, that there are people that they were not expecting Peter Obi in 2023. So they did not register. They regretted it. And they are ready to register now. There are PDP people, not those one that is having crumbs from their principal, what do they call it? PDP people are the grassroots that they are ready to work for Peter Obi. So let me just put it there. Nobody should come and tell us here that nobody, not even within the Obedient Party, that anybody will say that obedient are toxic or whatever. I don't see where we are on a campaign rally and obedient people bring out cutlass and start chasing people around. We posted a banner here, our guy that's contesting for House of Rep here in 2003. These people destroy more than 50 banners in Ilefe. Big ball. They destroy all of them. I've not seen where any obedient have done that. I yield the mic.
Thank you very much, Nibijuwon. Thank you very much. No one will be gaslighted anyway, because I know that you cannot be gentle in the face of radicalism. It doesn't work. I've never seen it. Grandmaster, please go ahead. Then we'll come to Malam Party side. In the meantime, non-conformist, please check your DM.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, Jagu. Thank you. It's nice to be here, my brother. Let me start by saying that it reeks of an obvious and, honestly speaking, downright pathetic sense of importance for someone to walk in a space, most importantly a space I am in, and say, do not discuss this topic anymore. Right? Do not discuss this topic anymore. Channel this energy elsewhere. Because the person being discussed is the person that you are close to. It is extremely, you understand, pathetic to you for you to come into a space that I am in and think that after your opinion, every other person's opinion does not matter. I should be relegated to the side. In fact, I feel like it's actually insulting to the host of the space. Someone's mic is on, please. I think it's Malabatis. I think your mic is on. I think it's extremely insulting to the host of the space to say such a thing, because you are indirectly telling him he's incapable of formulating his own thoughts or deciding what.
Sorry, Grandmaster. In New Nigeria, please mute your mic.
All right, thank you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you are literally telling him that he's incapable of formulating his own thoughts or deciding what is of importance to him. And this is coming from somebody who, for the past 3-4 weeks, has been jumping from one space to the other, discussing the stale and tired coalition nonsense. You understand? A tyrant in space. Somebody you cannot go to his space and have an opinion. 2 seconds, you are meeting. And then they start lecturing you. You are coming up here to come and dictate what should be discussed in a space I am in. Are you people all right? Please, I think, Jagu, next time you should cut this nonsense, because it's very insulting. Not just to you, but to everybody in this room. Because I came in this room because of the topic. Somebody's mic is on, for God's sake. I came into this.
I think I would have to remove the New Nigeria.
You can actually mute him directly without him. I think you just mute him.
I just did that.
All right. For me, it's very insulting. Right? You don't see me going into spaces where they are discussing coalition, trying to impose my opinion on them and tell them, oh, please, this discussion is now stale. Can we move on to something else? I wouldn't do it. I am very choosy and picky with the spaces I go into. There are some people, the moment I see that they are the ones hosting or hosting space, I don't go in there because I know there's no discussion I'm going to have there. They're just simply going to mute you and try to impose their own ideology and believe in you. And I don't have time for that. You can go and do that with your kids, not with me. Because most of the time, their opinions are idiotic. extreme lack of knowledge and awareness. I don't want to deal with these people. So please, Jago, I think next time, please curb this nonsense. And let me get to, what's his name? Alien. He's my guy. But I'm very happy that you guys witnessed what happened here. See, Alien is a victim of social conditioning. And it just played out here. Everybody saw it. I asked him with clear, concise words, or in clear, concise terms, explain to me 3 incidents or scenarios where the obedient, quote unquote, were vile and toxic. Because these were the words he used. He couldn't come up with any. The only thing he came up with was that for some weird reason, Jack was criticized. What he calls toxicity to me is what I call accountability. That is what I call it. Because people hold you accountable on social platforms. In public, people will question your opinion. And this is where the problem starts. Because I personally feel like the so-called obedience are not yet vile or toxic enough. I'm sorry to say this. They are not yet vile or toxic enough, because when they are vile or toxic enough, I think the vast majority of these pretenders amongst us will have to block them or leave this platform for us. Because what we are dealing is not something we should come out here and start treating with kids' gloves. So what we are dealing with is not something you come up here to start treating with kids' gloves. It's not something. Look at what incoming has been posted on the Jumbotron. We lost Madam Chintex. She was killed in her house prior to elections. The young man in the wheelchair that was brutalized. The only people who have suffered violence in this country because of their own political opinion or choice have been the supporters of P2P. But because they have socially conditioned you to believe that for some weird reason they have repeated the word vile and toxic, you are beginning to believe that your oppressors are actually telling you the truth. And this is the problem. Obedience are not vile enough. I'm sorry to say this. They are not toxic enough. I think they should amplify it to power 10. Every single day in this country, caskets are lowered. Every single week, hundreds of our people are lowered. People are going down. And people are coming up here to tell you are toxic because you criticize them. Are you the first person to be criticized? I remember when I personally was brutally attacked by this same opinion that I'm a member of. People wish me death. I can even mention names here, Jaku Jaku. Why? Because of a false notion that I was a supporter of the, governor of Enugu State, Peter Mbah, during the election. Something I never even got interested in the first place. Did I come out in the open and start castigating P2P, castigating the obedient movement, calling them names? No. What I did was I selected the ones that came for me and I went after them individually. And I wrecked them. I did not come out after the obedient movement. Because I know that the obedient movement is bigger than me. It is bigger than you. It is bigger than P2P. This is for the saving of Nigeria. So I wasn't going to bring the obedient movement and put it on a platter, then dissect it and destroy it. I wasn't going to do that. I went after those that wronged me. So Akinto Gate and his minions, like Comrade, should not come up here and try to gaslight us. We are not angry enough. I think we need to amplify the anger. The fact that people use the word vile and toxic with obedience is what I cannot come to terms with. It either tells me that you either do not understand, you were not here when things were going down in this country, between 2013 and 2015 and 2016. Or you just started, watching politics in this country, or noticing politics in the country. Because I will show you what being vile is. I will show you people that went after people's, jobs. People went after people like Okonjo Iweala, wrote year and 2 years to withdraw her certificates. People carried coffins here. During the time of Buhari lost an election. We lost close to 800 and something people in this country. Dead. They did not. This is not like they were insulted or anything. These were literally massacred. The same person was awarded again just a couple of years after with the presidency. I did not see anybody coming up here to castigate his followers. Today, people are still cutting his followers. People are frustrated in this country. People are angry. People are tired. And if they want to voice their anger, you call them vile, you call them toxic. Because you want to be seen as what? I feel like Nigerians enabled these guys to get them to this point where they are. I'm sorry to say this. You guys enabled them. Because Because what these guys want you to do is to come and be doing kumbaya with them. I was listening to a space this morning, and one of them came to the space and said, "Oh, look, I have friends who are APC, I have friends who are PDP. I am not going to say all these kind of things to them." I said, "Oh, no shit, Sherlock. You're not going to say these things to them. That no wonder Nigeria is the way it is. Because I don't see you telling them the truth. I don't see you confronting them. I don't see you telling them that this country is dying before our very eyes. Because you're trying to make friends with them. And this is the problem. Inability to say the truth. People jump in to come and defend something they do not know. Akintoge came. Instead of you to tackle the issue, whoever you had an issue with, you threw the entire obedient women under the bus, call them violent, toxic. And you expect people to just fold their arms. People that were targeted in this country, people that were beaten, people that were maimed, people that were chased away from the polling booths. You are the ones that are being called toxic and vile. Meanwhile, the ones that committed these atrocities and these acts are there laughing at you. Why your so-called fellow obedience are calling you toxic and vile? I feel that many of you are not yet ready in this country. You are not ready, because when you are ready, you know what to do. Yes, we appreciate what Akintoge did. Yes, he did his own. He mobilized. Yes, we know that. But I don't know if Akintoge did more than this, my brother called magnific dude. That man was not in Nigeria, but his impact was felt across the whole country. His impact was felt across the whole country. Most of the mobilization that happened during that 2022 campaign and all those rallies were directly, connected to him. He was the one raising the funds for those things, making all the connections. He's not celebrated. He's not putting himself out there as a demagogue to be worshipped. Coming out every Ekemake day to tell us that we are the fathers of obedience. But I know his contribution. I know his contribution. I know what Magnific Dude did. Nobody can tell me these things. I met Magnific Dude and Way Me when I used to be Stop Timos. That was the first time I met people that were so dedicated to what they do. That this man used to wake up around 8 o'clock in the morning, Nigerian time. Meanwhile, he was in Texas, which should be around 2 o'clock in the morning, his own time. Hosting spaces every single day. So yes, we give Akintoge his accolade, but please, nobody should come and make anybody feel more important than he is. In fact, I have more respect, more genuine respect for those young Nigerians who mobilized, did the footwork, went into the interiors of this country, in the dangerous areas of this country, to go and preach the good news of P2P, to go and share flyers. I was member of these mobilization teams. I was member of these support groups. These guys used to live every Saturday. Young Nigerians, we see them in their trainers, in their joggers, all of them, 22, 23, 24, with their flyers and nothing, with hope and a dream, going into the interior parts of this country to go and preach, even in dangerous areas. I have serious respect for them because those people did it, believing in the country. Somebody like Akintoge can today parley with somebody like Akintoge, as what's the Sheyi Tinubu, and members of the APC. He still has something to benefit from it. Those people, they lost and they never ever look back again. So don't come up here and tell us that what you did was better than every single person contributed to that movement. I did my own. Go and borrow Akena. I know what that guy did. I know the mobilization of Akena did. I was there. I witnessed it. Go and ask Stevie, P2P USA. I know what that guy did. I'm not talking about space rhetorics. I'm not talking about people like Comrade that are jumping from one space to the other, trying to instigate. I'm talking about people that did something on ground, that did the legwork. So nobody should come up here and make himself more important than he is. If you feel like you're for the video movement, sorry,
Grandmaster, no, I just wanted to chip in. Grandmaster, till today, I still have the materials for boots on ground in my house running into 1,000. We are still using them. We have our boots on ground. We are doing the work on ground. We know they shout them. We go to protest. We put our chest before bullets. We know they shout them. Because it don't be like say we don't reach time. We say we go to open our mouth, they talk. Who they tell now? Waiting we say they do. Because when they carry account of 300, account of 100, account of 69, no mean say no we get boots on ground. So those of us we really carry this thing for our head for this country. Actually, they speak Grandmaster, anybody they pay me. Because when they put our lives on the line every day, I live in the midst of these people. These APC people, the radicals almost. I live around in their midst. Economic violence has been to my area. He has seen it. Despite that fact, the first day this fire arrived in my house, my friend and my neighbor, we went out and we shared almost 3K that day. Close to, almost 1,500 that day. And before I got home, I got 3 threats. 1, my landlord reported to me. 2, from the community. because we were doing this job. Maybe we should begin to give testimony so that people can understand that it's not about Chuchocho and speaking Dogochurechi online. People spend money, yes. You spend money, yes. But people have spent life. People have spent their personal time. People have even lost job. I got Master no verse, Jerry.
Thank you very much. Let me round up. I think I'm a little bit aggravated, you know. It's not as if I am angry. I'm just disappointed, right? I'm disappointed because it seems that this movement keeps taking flack from all angles. And I keep asking myself, what exactly did these people do wrong? You just asked for a greater country. You asked for a better nation. And people don't want to leave you alone. I'm very disappointed because I don't understand. Akintoye, yes, we appreciate what you did. Yes, they say you're a mobilizer. Yes, I don't know him that well. They said in Ethiopia he was a very good mobilizer. Good, we appreciate it. But you don't expect people to just simply sit back and watch you continuously denigrate and insult them and treat them as if they are kids. I saw the way he talked to Toluwani. In one of the tweets he was replying to Toluwani, I saw the way he spoke to that guy as if he was a nobody. But I know Toluwani as of 2022. Even though he was not in the country, his impact was felt. I know what that guy was doing those days. The videos and everything. The evangelism. In his own little way. But Akintoye told that guy that he's nothing. Nobody knows who he is. He's a nobody. Because he wants to feel like a demagogue. Somebody came out and said that they are the ones that founded the obedient movement. Kudos to you. You founded the obedient movement, so we shouldn't rest. Go and then maybe probably register it. Copyright it. It is not yours. I feel like these people have done this for too long, and I think it's high time we started, actually putting these people in their right positions and their right places. Because we're not going to continue like this. How are we going to save the country this way? Every single move we make, people come out to come and trash it, to come and call us names. As if this country becomes better, greater today, it's not going to be to the benefit of everybody. Sometimes I sit back and I ask myself, why do I even have to continue doing these things? Am I not okay in my own way? Is my family not okay? But no, it is greater than me. This thing is greater than me. It is greater than every one of us here. What exactly is the problem? What did the obedient movement do wrong? What exactly did they do wrong? Did you witness the APC in 2013, 2014, 2015?
The only thing they did wrong is to push back all of the wicked narratives.
Because they refused, because they asked questions, because they refused to accept the status quo. They refused to accept
Push back the narratives.
To be the way it is. So let me round up with this. I don't think that anybody should come up and start pointing fingers at Obidem. If you feel like you have had enough of the movement, I'm sorry. There are so many other parties out there. There are so many other candidates you can support. Please do it in peace. But don't continuously come down here to come and talk down on us as if we are just a bunch of miscreants. Many of you cannot even withstand us. If you see us in real life, you cannot stand in our faces. Many of you cannot look me in the face if you see me in real life. But when I come up here and engage you guys, you think probably you're doing me a favor. No, I am the one doing you a favor. I am the one doing you a favor. So don't think it as if there's something I want to gain from all these things. We are literally looking for a better country. But every single day we cannot rest on this app. Look at what the APC has done to this country. Nobody's talking about the APC. Nobody's talking about Tinubu. I have never seen anybody hold the APC or Tinubu or any APC politician responsible for what the APC people are doing on this app. But you want to link Peter Obi, a man who has never insulted anybody, who has never spoken ill of anybody, who has never gone tribal or religious, a man who has tried as much as he can as a human being to be as respectful and cordial as he can. But this man is your problem. I think he has gotten to the time when we need to remind these guys that honestly, you are not doing anybody a favor. It is either you come together, we save this country, or everybody do their own thing. Let us see who's going to be at the front at the end of the day. So let me end with this, please. Akintoye is appreciated for what he did. No doubt. Right? No doubt. But he should not threaten the obedient movement. Or neither should he actually think that he is more important than he is. Because I come from a place where they say that when a God starts misbehaving, we will show him the tree from which he was carved out from. We will tell you who you are. This country belongs to us. If you don't want to be a part of the obedient movement, please go and vote for Tinubu and leave us alone. This is greater than you. So, my brother Jago, it's not as if I'm angry or anything. Yes, I can sound angry, but not that and seriously. But I'm very disappointed.
Grandmaster, you have every right to
No,
rant.
because he come, the way this, the fact that I'm beginning to hear the words vile and then toxic.
Those that play the bigotry card
Really,
on this Twitter space, we've seen them being invited to Aso
people
Rock.
that are praying and are working their asses off to save
They had gone.
They are not the ones who are vile and toxic.
These are terrible bigots.
We are not the ones who are violent and toxic. And I say it again. I don't think the obedience are toxic enough. I don't think we are violent enough. Because if you think you're going to save this country with your kumbaya, I see you, Jagu Jagu. If you think you're going to save this country I'm looking at, this Nigeria I'm looking at, they are going to save this country by being very cordial, respectful, kumbaya with all these people, then I think you're a joker. And that is why people like me, I choose my crowd. I choose my crowd very, very well. I don't negotiate just about anybody. The moment I see certain people, I leave because I don't have anything to discuss with you. You are a supporter of structure of criminality, and I will never be found, with you or discussing anything with you. There's nothing you have to tell me. If you have voted Tinubu, Buhari twice, and voted Tinubu alongside it, you have nothing to tell me about how to govern a country. You have nothing to tell me about good governance. You have nothing to tell me about how to save a nation. You are part of the problem. So please, if Akinto Gates wants to come for the obedience, I think there are people like us that will actually throw all shame away, and actually go after him. So he better actually stay in his own lane. If you don't want to be a part of the movement, move on. Let those that are left continue to fight for the soul of this country. And God willing, and by God's name, we are going to get there. Thank you very much, I yield.
Thank you very much, Grandmaster. Thank you very much for that thought-provoking submission. I think we all should come to, I've always been saying it. I will continue to say it. Me, I do art talk. I don't do political correctness. The fact is, we can look in activism. We do always repeat and emphasize that there is no oppressor that is willing to yield power to you. It is you, the oppressed, that you would demand it. When we're in the higher institution, we have the 3 C's that we are there to when we are relating and interfacing with the administration. We consult, we consolidate. But at all times, it has always come down to the 3rd C, which is confrontation, for us to get our demands. In this country, there is no oppressor that is willing to give you, not even in a capital state that we are. I think we have thrown away that understanding that we are residing within a capital state. And you don't operate like that. You don't operate with liberalism, with civility towards your oppressor. He enjoys it. And he pushes you, talks you into the world the more. The more you continue to say, sir, the more you continue to get talked into the world. It's unfortunate. Let's come to terms with it. We are in a capital state, and we must operate in the reality of that construct. I give the mic to you, Madam Batiside.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jagun. Good day, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, you are loud and clear. You are loud and clear, my brother.
Thank you very much. And I believe we'll get there. The first thing I want to say is, I saw one of his tweets where he said the South voting bloc, the support has dissipated in the Southwest. When I saw the tweet, I just laughed. And I see which Southwest exactly talking about.
Madam Batiside, please hold on. I can't see Mommy Bolale. Mommy Bolale, I can't see you on the space. I'm trying to find you out because I saw your message to bring you up to speak, but I can't see you right now. Maybe I will get someone to co-host so that the person can bring you up. Thank you, ma'am. Please hang in there, ma'am. Go ahead, Madam Batiside.
Yeah, so he said the support has dissipated. When I looked at it, I just like, when they said people should not be emotional, that was just an emotional statement. It's not fact-based. Not under this Tinubu's government where everybody is saying a big power, when people are looking for who to rescue them. So nothing can be further from the truth. That's number one. Yes, I voted at the polling unit very close to Akin's polling unit. And apart from all he has done before the election, because I see, he mobilized a lot, he talked about it be a lot, supported. Well, in fact, there was a time we almost had the
there was something he was trying to do about, trying to put the database of polling unit together just to make sure we get organized in Lagos. So where, there was this Google sheet he was working on that we almost worked on together. And then on the election day, I voted somewhere else, but I had when it was attacked. And, and all of that. But, since after the elections, I've been watching Akin's movement. And I've been suspecting for a while, for a long time now. Right? I've been seeing it I've not been very comfortable with how he, was moving. Sometimes he says a few things, but I have this soft spot for anybody who's supposed to be, because I believe that, look, even if they do something that is not good enough, you can just stomach it and move on. So I've had my suspicion about Akin. If you have some time, go and just go to Akin's page and review his tweets. You will see a pattern, and you know that this is an inevitable outcome. That at some point he will do this. So let's not kid ourselves. It's not just about what somebody said on Twitter. For me, it was just an excuse to do what he's been looking for an opportunity to do, which is just step aside and align with the powers that be. And actually kind of think that, there's a grand plan by the APC to deplatform any entity or any group that poses a threat to their 2027 ambition. I categorize what I can just done. I categorize it in the same place as, Atiku's vice president defecting to APC. Daniel Bwala, what's his name? Reno Mokri, who once worked with Atiku, defecting to APC. Valentine Ozigbo, defecting.
Request to speak, and I can't see them at all until I go to the chat box. I'll just see 9 requests to speak. I need a co-host that perhaps would see them because I'm not seeing them. Please, if you can co-host, please.
Yes, get a co-host. I'm sure sometimes it happens that way. I think there are people now a lot on the space. Anyway, I will wrap up shortly so that others can speak. So
yeah, I'm saying Malambati side and incoming, whichever one that receives it.
Yeah, okay. So for me, I think Akin has moved on. Let's not kid ourselves. We are going to confirm this by the time you see the subsequent events, and I don't blame him. He's a businessman. He's out there, he's out there, and it is easily recognized. His business is out there, and he probably would have told him that, but it's not worth the stress. So you better calm down and let's find him something. But what I don't really like about what he did is, you don't have to come and now rub it on our faces that, look, this is what I'm going to do. For example, you didn't need to come and type a date, like, you are departing, and then put it out there for people to see. Of course, you are creating a perception that the movement is being weakened, because you see part of what these people are going to say when they are having their next WhatsApp meeting is that all this your obedience, can't you see that people are now, one by one, everybody's finding their way. And then they're also going to make reference to the coalition talk that they can't even agree. You can see that they are also divided down the middle, right? So for me, that's the only part I do not like, because if Akin leaves the obedient movement today, I said it in the other space, for me it's nothing major, because a lot of people are overrating themselves in this movement, thinking that the movement has some sort of momentum because of what they have contributed. Yes, collectively, we can say we all contributed, but nobody is really that special, to say, okay, when you withdraw your support, everything, there will be a domino effect. I don't think that's quite it. If anything, it's actually the movement that is helping you. Because for somebody like me, I wouldn't have met Akin, and I would never have known who Akin is or what his business is about. just because I realized that he supports Peter Obi, and then decided to follow him, and then started seeing his tweet, and then started listening to him. So that is it for a lot of people. So yeah, I wish Akin well, but they should make less noise about it. It's not a big deal. Many more people are willing to, whether he supports Peter Obi or not, it doesn't even matter. I can guarantee you that there will be so many more millions of Nigerians are willing to get out of this state capture and the devastating economic situation that we are in. So you don't really need to. We don't really. Personally, I don't fret too much about it. It's just one of those things. So thank you, my brother. I yield at this point.
Thank you very much. For those that are still requesting to speak, please. Okay. I cannot. I can't see your request at all. I just know that I. Hold on, diplomat. You said?
I'm here, diplomat.
Get a course. Get a course. I'm sure you get a course.
I have sent out the course to you, to incoming virus.
No,
at the time
if you send me a course, more than half of the, most especially the APC people, they will leave. I've blocked so many people. I'm a very wrong person.
That is not even this thing. I have sent it, it didn't deliver to you, and it's telling me that I don't have options to invite anybody to course anymore.
Okay, maybe the space is about
it's
to
a
crash.
network glitch.
Yeah, it's the network. So let's just carry.
Let me just chip this one in a bit.
Right.
Let me just chip this one in because one of our brother was saying that we are not toxic enough, and I buy that idea because I feel that a movement like this follows the disposition of its leader. You understand? Peter Obi is a very gentle person, and he's very calm. He wants to follow due process, and you can see that the obedient movement is trying to also, follow Peter Obi's, footstep. You understand? But maybe that is what these guys are trying to take, advantage of, and I think it's time when we start to also reinvent ourselves. We start to reinvent ourselves because the Tinubu I know Tinubu very well because we are in Lagos where he was in governor. The Tinubu I know will not want to allow the obedient movement to maintain the status, the unity that the obedient movement had in 2023. Tinubu will not want to allow it. Tinubu, he has destabilized Labour Party. Is the reason why Labour Party, Peter Obi cannot say today now that he has Labour, he has a party. Now, because Labour Party is under they are doing everything to destabilize the party. Up to today, INEC have not issued a statement on who, despite Supreme Court ruling and everything. And now they are coming after the obedient movement. Because Tinubu is a very crafty, very, very, very crafty somebody that you cannot. I don't know. He will penetrate the movement. He will, and thank God we are seeing the signs already. And as I said earlier, that these people are early signs, early detection. Thank God these are early detection. He will come. Tinubu will come. Tinubu will penetrate key influencers of this movement. He will come. He will not want to. Tinubu will not want to go into an election with a united obedient movement. He knows what happened in 2023. He will want to weaken this movement at all costs. So please, let's not be surprised. More and more of this issue, of this rascality will come up. More key obedient influencers will come and gaslight us. They will come, but let's be prepared for them. Let's just be prepared for them. Because Tinubu is the problem, the number one problem Tinubu and the APC have is the obedient movement. Is the obedient movement. If you take out the obedient movement today, the 2027 is sure for APC. 2027, in fact, Tinubu can just go and rest. If you take out P2B and the obedient movement today, 2027 is already sure for Tinubu. The resistance Tinubu is going to face in 2027 is going to come from the obedient movement. And he's going to do everything within this arsenal. He's going to deploy resources. So let us expect more and more saboteurs from within. They are going to come and gaslight us that toxicity, we are toxic. In fact, we are not toxic enough. We want to really, let's start to develop that toxic attitude. So that they can't use toxic, that we are toxic again to come and gaslight us. We are too gentle. We have taken a lot. We have taken too much. We have to reinvent ourselves and let these people know that we are ready for fire and brimstone. Because that is the language they understand. That is the language they understand. Tinubu will not want to lose the election peacefully. He will not want it. The Tinubu I know, that Tinubu, as you see him, he's I don't know, he's skillful in this art. This is his terrain. Manipulation, confusion, destabilization. That is the game he thrives on. And we cannot allow it. They have started. You see, last week it was Middle Belt. You can see some influencers in Middle Belt have started the game already. They have started at P2B, Middle Belt. The killings are going on in Middle Belt. Killings are going, as I'm talking to you right now, the whole of Benue State is under siege. The whole of Plateau State is under siege. The Northeast is a no-go area. The governor of Borno State has been crying for the past 2 months. And these influencers, they will not talk about these issues. They will come and be gaslighting, obedient. I just can't understand. They will come and be telling us that they did this, that they cannot obedient movement. The killings are going on in the Middle Belt. P2B is on ground. He was in Benue State. No major Middle Belt politician have visited Niger State. No major northern Atiku have not visited Niger State. But P2B was there. P2B went to Benue State. The governor almost even compromised his security. The so-called Reverend Father, who is the governor there. So what do they want this man to? What do they want P2B to do? And their influencers, they have infiltrated some influencers to start a narrative against obedient movement in the Middle Belt. They have started. So we should be prepared for this. Well, we should be prepared for more. We are against a very evil government, a very evil regime. We are up against a very evil regime.
Sorry. Let me quickly pass this information out. There would be a need for me to unavoidably restart the space because of the glitch. There are requests that are hanging and I can't accept them. And there are persons that we would love to listen to because of the amount of information that they have to give. So I will restart the space right now with the same topic, and then we can rejoin, and then we go on with the conversation. Please indulge me, everyone, for this. Thank you.
Okay.